Welcome to Mindblow, the ultimate destination for jaw-dropping content that will surprise, inspire, and entertain you every step of the way. If you love discovering the unexpected, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with your friends to keep the excitement going. Your support helps us keep blowing minds and creating content you'll never forget. So buckle up and get ready, because this is just the beginning. Imagine the fate of a tiny island nation decided not by warships, nor by armies marching on its shores, but by silent sentinels orbiting above, watching and waiting in the endless night. The next great conflict might unfold in space, not on land or sea, as nations race to control the final frontier. The question today: why would Russia, a longtime partner of China, even consider defending the Philippines against its own ally? The answer lies in a new drama playing out in the heavens, where every move is watched and every alliance is tested. Picture a grand chessboard, but instead of knights and pawns, satellites and rockets are the pieces, each move echoing across continents. The most contested square on this cosmic board? The South China Sea, a region brimming with tension and ambition. Here, the interests of a superpower, a rising giant, and a determined archipelago collide, creating a volatile mix of strategy and survival. Russia, China, and the Philippines each play their own game, maneuvering with unique goals and hidden motives. Russia aims to maintain relevance in a world dominated by new players, seeking influence wherever it can find opportunity. China seeks regional and global leadership, a destiny it believes is written in the stars, and is willing to challenge any who stand in its way. The Philippines, caught between two titans, navigates a treacherous path, using every tool, diplomacy, alliances, and technology, to protect its sovereignty. The story of Russia, the Philippines, and China reminds us that alliances can be as fluid and unpredictable as the orbits of planets, shifting with every new development. It's a tale of space, power, and survival, where the next move could change the fate of nations. International relations are like a cosmic chess game with nations as players, each maneuvering for advantage on a board that stretches across the globe and beyond, into the vastness of space. In this high-stakes contest, space assets have become the most powerful pieces, changing the rules of engagement and redefining what it means to hold power. Satellites, the new queens of this cosmic board, provide not just communication, navigation, and surveillance, but also the ability to project influence and gather intelligence from anywhere on Earth, giving their owners a decisive advantage in both peace and conflict. Russia, the seasoned grandmaster, seeks subtle yet strategic openings, using its experience to exert influence and shape outcomes without direct confrontation, always thinking several moves ahead. China, the ambitious challenger, is rapidly building its arsenal of space assets, launching satellites at an unprecedented pace, aiming to dominate not just the Asia-Pacific region, but to become a global space power. It wants to rewrite the rules of the game, placing itself firmly at the center and challenging the established order. The Philippines, often seen as a crucial pawn, sits at the crossroads of the South China Sea, a vital waterway for global trade and a region of intense strategic competition. By controlling access to this region, or by hosting the military or technological assets of a major power, the Philippines can shift the balance of power in ways that ripple far beyond its shores. Its choices, alliances, and the direction it takes matter immensely in this cosmic game, as even a single move can have far-reaching consequences. The Philippines, due to its unique and strategic location, is that crucial pawn whose actions can tip the scales. It sits right in the middle of the South China Sea, a vital artery for global commerce and a focal point of China's growing ambitions, making it a hotspot for both opportunity and risk. By controlling access to this region, or by hosting the assets of another major power, the Philippines can fundamentally alter the balance of the game, influencing the strategies of all the major players. Its choices, its alliances, and its resolve matter immensely to the grandmasters playing for control of the cosmos, as every decision is watched and weighed by those seeking advantage. The cosmic chess match continues, with each move shaping not just the present, but the very future of our world and the space beyond. Why would Russia, often aligned with China, make a move against its partner? The answer is cosmic strategy. Russia aims to remain a global power, avoiding a world dominated by the US or China. If China controls Asia, Russia's influence diminishes, becoming a junior partner to Beijing. Russia seeks balance, acting as a spoiler to prevent any one power from dominating. By supporting the Philippines, Russia complicates China's plans. This isn't about love for the Philippines, it's a calculated gambit. Russia's space expertise could offer the Philippines independent satellite imagery. This cooperation is valuable to the Philippines, with fewer strings attached than US help. For Russia, it's a low-cost, high-impact way to project power and build partnerships. It's a pragmatic move, combining economics with geopolitics, ensuring Russia's relevance. China's ambition is vast, aiming to reclaim its position as the Middle Kingdom. Space is critical to this goal, intertwined with economic, military, and diplomatic objectives. The Beidou satellite system frees China from reliance on American GPS. China's surveillance satellites monitor the South China Sea, tracking naval movements and construction. This space-based reconnaissance gives China a strategic advantage. China's strategy is a slow, methodical tightening of control, like a game of Go. However, reliance on space infrastructure creates vulnerability. Disruption to satellites could be crippling, with other nations developing anti-satellite capabilities. A conflict in the South China Sea could escalate into space, with each side trying to blind the other. China knows this, making it sensitive to other powers' space-related footholds. The dragon's reach is long, but not invincible. The Philippines is in a precarious position, a gateway to the Pacific and Southeast Asia. It faces pressure from China, which claims waters the Philippines considers its own. This is a fundamental challenge to the nation's sovereignty and economic future. The Philippines' traditional ally is the US, but relying solely on one superpower is risky. Diversifying partnerships with powers like Russia, Japan, or India creates room to maneuver. Space technology is a game-changer for the Philippines. A modest space program with Russian help could provide independent satellite data. This capability empowers the Philippines to document incursions and manage resources. A partnership with Russia signals the Philippines as an active player shaping its destiny. It's a bold move, ensuring survival and securing a place in the future. The South China Sea is a vital economic artery, with 1/3 of global shipping passing through. Control over this waterway is control over a vital switch for the world's economy. Beneath the waves, vast reserves of oil and natural gas are at stake. For energy-hungry nations like China, securing these resources is national security. For the Philippines and others, these resources offer economic prosperity and energy independence. The conflict is a test case for international law versus might makes right. The outcome will set a precedent for the 21st century. It will determine if smaller nations can defend sovereignty against larger ones. The silent satellites above watch the foundations of our global order being tested. The ripples from this contest will be felt for generations. The stakes are high and the world watches closely. We've explored a world of cosmic strategy, where satellites are chess pieces in a high-stakes game played far above our heads. Their movements silent, but their impact profound. In this arena, nations' fates hang in the balance as every decision and maneuver can tip the scales of global power. Russia, often seen as a wild card, might play a surprising and influential role in the South China Sea, shifting alliances and strategies in unexpected ways. Meanwhile, China leverages its growing space power to assert dominance, launching new satellites and expanding its reach both in orbit and on Earth. The Philippines, caught between giants, navigates a treacherous geopolitical landscape, relying on both cutting-edge technology and careful diplomacy to safeguard its interests. This is not a distant problem. The shifting dynamics of space power affect us all, influencing everything from communication to security, and even our daily lives. The grand cosmic chess game unfolds in real time, with each move echoing across continents and oceans, shaping the world as we know it. Above our heads, and in the oceans below, invisible battles and alliances are constantly forming and dissolving. The next moves will define 21st century power dynamics, setting the stage for decades to come. The silent dance of satellites traces ambition, technological prowess, and the relentless pursuit of advantage. Rivalry, cooperation, and the quest for security all play out in this new frontier, where the rules are still being written. Understanding these forces is crucial in an age of rapid technological change, where yesterday's science fiction becomes today's reality. The stars are now a critical arena for human activity, innovation and even competition, as nations and companies race to stake their claim. Decisions made in capitals and technologies launched into orbit shape the world for future generations. Stay informed, be curious, and understand the stakes for the entire human family, because what happens above us connects us all. The future is happening now, unfolding with every passing moment, and the next move is yours. The choices we make today will echo through the cosmos for generations to come.